Well, we have to create a movement for nation building. It has to, with a very clear vision and a clear timeline. And the first 7 years was for us to really get land for the landless and homes for the homeless, and basically to just work for social justice so that we can restore human dignity and to create a platform for good citizenship. It has to be a massive effort, and that can only happen if you have a clear, transcendent vision that resonates with the aspirations of a lot of Filipinos here and abroad. Overseas Filipino workers are not just sending remittances to help their families, they're helping the poor that they don't even know. You know, the poor not even in their town. That's what being a nation is about. Our goal is to that every resident in our community should at least get a high school education, develop a skill, and for those in the countryside to really interest them to go back into farming. So education is key. We realize that for us to be able to do this in the countryside, we should make it attractive for the people in the city to go and help, because obviously the resources are here, the expertise come from the top universities in the city. The big business have realized that helping Gawad Kalinga, which is very serious in their big dream to end poverty, makes also good business sense because it will expand their market. We built the first Gawad Kalinga community through solidarity, multi-stakeholders, we get the landowners to share a part of the land and show them that we can create a win-win situation. This is a very rich country with very fertile land, rich natural resources, very talented people, including the poor. Right now, this is the exciting stage. We call it the designer phase of Gawad Kalinga. We're designing prosperity. We're designing social business, that will create wealth, that will not leave anyone behind. Well, when we said that we will build 7,000 communities in the first 7 years, we were only able to build 2,000 communities, when we launched it in 2003. What is important is that at least there was a group that tried to do it on a big scale. And also, we also triggered donations of land for more than 1 million families. That in itself was an accomplishment because we also triggered a phenomenon called land banking. Because before GK, no one was giving the land to the poor. Now, because of this, people have seen that they can also do it the GK way. So for as far as building houses, building schools, we don't have to do it ourselves. There's always a need because our approach towards development is holistic. And it's not just building houses, not just building schools, but it is also now working with 5 million farmers. So when we now talk about helping farmers and helping social entrepreneurs, we're just creating a place where we can incubate these businesses, where we can actually just also validate this whole concept, of convergence, and provide, I suppose, not just a vision, but provide integrity. Because whatever it is the integrity of the GK brand. I guess the importance of what we're doing now is just to show that we can create a template also for the grand reform cooperatives, that it can be done. If we can now bring people who have the management skills, if we can also now achieve the economies of scale where we can bring tractors and irrigation and create market and so on. Because right now, it just won't happen. We're talking about really giving people the desire, the determination to end poverty together. I believe it's Filipinos that can end poverty for the Philippines. If they decide that this is a country worth loving, this is a country worth investing their sacrificing for, this is a country worth investing their future and the future of their families. That's the only way. And we hope that through our advocacy, through also the example of many of our social entrepreneurs, that we can show them that it makes good business sense to to address poverty. I guess we're reaching the point when it now becomes fashionable to do social innovation, because the moment it becomes now, it's embraced by our young people, uh, and social media is very powerful in terms of really spreading inspiration. We want our young people to go out of their comfort and safety zone and learn to sacrifice for country in the way that they would sacrifice for family, the way that they would sacrifice to really improve the lives of farmers, because it will improve society in general, for them to go beyond personal and family interest to go for the greater good.